Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's group Breathe. We're going to start the breathwork session in about 3 to 5 minutes. I first have to just make sure that everyone is comfortable. And you want to do this session lying down on your back. You don't want to have your neck tilted up like that. You want to just be totally flat on your back and open. I do like to have one pillow underneath my neck. And I like to have a couple pillows underneath my legs, like bolstered up. People do get cold when they do this, so be sure to have a blanket. Just get really comfy. So this session's all for you. It's all about you. And I know that you're working hard and that you do a lot for others. And so this is your full hour to just receive and give back to yourself and back to your body. Good job. Hey, Jimmy. I'm glad you made it. Oh, you're so sweet. If you're new here, please let me know. If this is your second or eighth time, let me know. And I know there's some kids on here too. Hi, honey. You are the future. And awesome. So before we begin, if you have any questions, you can leave it in the chat box. Awesome. Brand new. Welcome, Lori, Catherine, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome. Welcome. So I want to read to you just real quick. Someone wrote me yesterday. So if you want, I'd love to hear how you're doing in the chat box. Just real quick, one sentence, like just get real. Let's get real. And then by the end of the session, you're just going to feel so much better. So one woman wrote me yesterday. She's excited for today's session. Thank you so much for doing it for free. What a gift. And she said she'd like to clear whatever blocks, patterns, false limiting beliefs, any stuff that just keeps her from healing physical pain or injury. And I wanted to share that because this session, if you just sit back, take it one breath at a time, this can gently release so much that the body is carrying. And I want to show you how. So I'm just going to gently ease you into the breathing. You can't mess it up. You're going to do great. You may get some sensations in the body, but that's part of it. You might even feel a little dizzy for about 30 seconds. And just pause, take a sip of water, and then come back into the breathing. This type of breath work is really gentle. So that's why I'm obsessed with it, because it's so gentle, yet if you just go and if you do the full session with all of us today, if you do the full hour, it goes by very quickly. You are going to feel so much better. If you need clarity on anything, be sure to stay for the full session. It's for some reason, I don't know why, but it's right around, for many people, it's right around the last 5 minutes of the session. That's where people have these amazing and beautiful breakthroughs. But most people cut out and get out of the session right before that happens. So please do yourself a favor and stay the full session, even if you don't want to. just hang out with us, because the body will still clear. Even if you just stop doing the breath work, your body, I don't know if any of you have activations. I have a slight headache right now. Yesterday I was really emotional. I was clearing a lot for today's session. So just notice if you feel good right now, or if you feel like activated or angry, or just like, dude, let's get the show on the road, So Just notice how you're feeling. And within a few minutes of us breathing, you're going to start to feel so much better. So let me check in with the questions, and then we will we'll get right into the breath work. And one more thing before we start. If you want to take a if you want to take a before and after picture, so right now, grab your phone, take a screenshot. Hi Dorothy. I want you to see what you look like before and after this session. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Selfie. I love it. So take a before and after picture, and you are going to be so amazed how your skin is just going to glow, and you're just going to look so radiant just from breathing. And if you're brave enough, you're more than welcome to send me the photos. So take one now and take one right after. Email them to me or send them to me on Messenger or Instagram, and you'll be featured on my Instagram page, and I will send you a free breathwork gift. So if you don't mind having your face on my Instagram feed before and after pictures, I'm doing this because I really want people to know that they have this tool and they can do it for free. And there's a way to just feel better, through these times. Okay, so some of you wrote in, and even while we're waiting for everyone to get adjusted and get comfortable, everyone just take a few deep breaths in. Welcome. Faze, Vivian, first timers, you're so brave. Erin, third time. Melinda, welcome. Yeah, so Lori writes, she's a little anxious. Yeah. So again, once we start breathing here, and we're going to start in just one more minute, you're going to feel a lot better. So what's happening is the body knows it's like the body knows before we know. And it's just getting you ready for the session. So I always share with people, if you can just kind of sit back and let your body do its thing, let it get anxious, let it get a little tingly, it will pass. So just know that this is a really safe and protected space, and nothing bad's going to happen here. I'm suffering with debilitating pain and fatigue in my muscles. Okay. So thank you for sharing that. So what's beautiful about today's session is I'm going to gently, we're not going to start out hardcore. We're just going to take it. We're going to ease into the breathing. And I'm gently just going to be opening up your muscles, just one breath at a time. I'm just going to gently guide you. And we're going to gently open up the organs, open up the stomach, just very slowly. So take your time. You have a full hour to really sink into this. And let me know how the fatigue and the pain in your muscles feel afterwards. This will clear it in 60 minutes. Just all you have to do is keep breathing. Okay, I'm sorry you're feeling sick, Katie. If there's quite a few people on here that do not feel well, and you will feel better by the time we're done, or this will definitely put you into a restful space where your body can heal from feeling sick. We are releasing the old pain and preparing ourselves for all the beauty and excitement of the future. Wonderful, Rochelle. Thank you. A little anxious, having asthma symptoms. So breath work is especially hard, but necessary. Yeah. Okay. Again, if you have asthma symptoms, there's no need. Everyone on here, really, don't put pressure on yourself. The way that I'm going to guide the group, it's designed so then within like 15 minutes, you'll really be able to take a nice deep breath in. So first we got to move through the emotions. We got to send some loving breaths down through the body and just let it know it's safe. How many of you don't feel safe right now? And are going through a lot, or someone who's going through a lot. And so it makes our body constrict, and then we're not in the flow of our essence and that like God flow, right? So this is why I'm obsessed with breath work. You just take it one breath at a time. And by the end of the session, you're going to feel like you again. Okay. Been feeling overwhelmed and just stuck in a loop, ready for a change. All right. Thank you for sharing that. Feeling stuck. I want to live more from love than the head. Yes. Okay. I want to know that God's love is truly in my heart. Oh, absolutely. You will definitely feel this. Stuck, and Ellie says she stuck feeling and a debilitating anxiety every day. Okay, so if you do have anxiety, just take your time. Okay, you might get a little dizzy when we start this. This type of breath work is actually called rebirthing breath work. This was from breath work has been around for a really long time, thousands of years, I'm sure, but there's a man, his name is Leonard Orr, and it's a story I'll share for another time, but it's been around, this type of breathing therapy, since the late 60s. Awesome. I'm so glad. Okay, so we are starting in 30 seconds. So everyone, please find a comfy place to lie down. You'll definitely want to do this lying down. Don't do this sitting up. So then I want you to be able to just feel all the magic that flows within you from breathing. It's just the best feeling. Tired, may feel asleep. Yeah, you might feel asleep, but I'll bring you back into it. Don't worry. Okay. Been dealing with severe cystic acne for a long time on my face. Okay. Stagnant liver, inflammation. Okay, this is going to gently open it up. And I was just at a convention last weekend, and they said there was a woman with cystic acne, and she was living in a moldy house. So reach out to me afterwards, and maybe I can share that information with you. Okay, here we go. Fear to love, absolutely. Okay, we're ready, everyone. You're going to do amazing. I'm so excited for all of you. Okay, so just make sure that I'm at a comfortable volume so I don't hurt your ears. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently get you going with the breathing, and then you can adjust. Grab a sip of water. Like, some of you might, if you have anxiety too, you might feel really fidgety, and let yourself fidget. If you're in the mind a lot, let the mind do its thing. Like, you don't need to focus on anything. You don't have to change anything about you. I just want you to just take it one breath at a time. Okay. Let me get comfy. I'm so excited for all of you. Okay, here we go. And yes, people do get a little emotional when they do this. So just know, if you feel tears coming soon, just let them flow. Yeah. Okay. And by the time we're done, you are going to feel so much lighter and free. Oh my God, so free. Okay. Okay, whenever you're ready, you may close your eyes. And we're just going to invite a few loving breaths down through the body. And you can do this in through the nose or the mouth, whatever's comfortable for you. And again, let's invite 3 loving, supportive breaths down through the body again. Wonderful. And just know with each breath that you breathe that you are safe, you are loved, you are protected. You're in the perfect place to do this. And you're right on time. Okay, whenever you're ready, we're just going to ease into the breathing. There's no rush. Just take your time. This time's for you. And if you want, you can do this in and out through the nose. I'm going to do this in and out through the mouth. And so whenever you're ready, just follow along with me. So I'm going to relax my jaw, let it kind of float open. And I'm going to breathe in and soft exhale. Inhaling, soft exhale. Breathe in, soft exhale. Inhale, soft exhale. Breathe in, and out. And already it's starting to work. Can you feel your body? Can you feel the sensations? I'm already starting to sweat. So that means the breath is starting to work its way down your body. And just know you're safe. It's safe to feel. It's safe to just let the body do its thing. And I know you're brave enough. Take 3 loving breaths right down through the body and see if you can kind of gently open up your stomach a little more. So we breathe in and breathe out, just letting the mind and body go. And breathe in and exhale. And this is the part of the session where you'll get a lot of mindless stuff going on, mindless chatter, and you just keep powering through. Grab a sip of water. You might start to feel dizzy. It's part of it. You are safe. And again, you got this. Let yourself feel the body. Let yourself ground into it and take 3 loving breaths in. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. You're doing a good enough job. Ease off the pressure. It doesn't have to go in the chest or the belly. Right now, I'm just warming you up. I'm just letting you know that we're letting the body know that you're safe. No one's here to hurt you. And we're just kind of opening up the body a little bit. We're getting it ready to receive some good love and good support. But if you can, try to breathe right into your hips. Inhale and soft exhale. Inhale, soft exhale. You're doing great. Try to ease off the pressure. Let your mind go where it goes. And if you feel activations or vibrations in the body, the breath is working. Breathe in and breathe out. And just know that this will get easier. It'll get a lot easier here in just a few minutes. So wherever you have pain, like right now I have a headache, slight headache. So I'm going to breathe in and out through my nose. So if you have head stuff going on, breathe however you can, but try to open up the sinuses. Use the power of your breath, your inhale, and open up the symptoms. Make more room through the body. And eventually, you'll notice you'll be able to take deeper breaths in and out through the mouth. So that's why we do this session normally in and out through the mouth. But I feel like you should listen to your own intuition and your own inner guidance and breathe how you want to breathe right now. We breathe in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of you are feeling stuff. So if you can, I want you to breathe exactly how I'm breathing. Don't control the breath, okay? So here we're now easing more into the breath work session. You're feeling some stuff. It doesn't feel comfortable. I know it can totally suck, but it'll pass. Just know if you're feeling emotions and you're feeling triggered or sensations, just trust your body. Let yourself go. God's got you. I've got you. I'm right here to support you through. Okay. So this is how the breathing pattern is going to feel. You're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3 seconds, then a really short, soft exhale. Everything's soft, okay? So here's my breathing. Inhale for inhale for 1, 2, 3 seconds. Soft exhale. Make sure your inhale is longer than the exhale. So you get into this flow. Inhale for 1, 2, 3 seconds. Soft exhale. And it's okay if you can't take that full deep breath in. Don't be hard on yourself. Give your body some time and space. It's got to adjust. It's got to get through all the stuff you're holding on to first before you can take that big breath in. But you're doing amazing. Okay. And for those of you who have never done this before, actually, all of you, try this with me. If you really want to open everything up, try to inhale for 5 seconds. Ready? So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, let it go. It's okay. We're going to do it again. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, let it go. And so I want you to do this 3 more times, okay? Don't be afraid to open up the body, okay? So let's do it again. It's going to feel sticky. If you're not used to doing this, it's okay. Just open up the sticky, the grind, the deep stuff. And it might piss you off too, okay? It's okay. Just know your organs are gently detoxing right now. Let's do it again. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let the body go. Let's do a few more like that and we'll go back into the regular breathing. I want you to make more room in the body. You deserve to feel better. And one more deeper breath like that. And just notice how far and deep down the body did you feel the oxygen go to? We have so much room in the body to breathe. And so every now and then we'll do that. Okay, so here we go back into the regular breathing. You're going to inhale, exhale, very soft, very gentle. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Grab a blanket. You're doing amazing. Notice what you're thinking. Notice your thoughts. Don't attach to them. Just keep breathing. The breath is working. Notice what your body's doing. Notice the sensations. Try not to attach to it. It's passing. Sometimes people's hands get really clampy and hard. Sometimes people's bodies get really heavy. It's very uncomfortable. That's all the stuff that you're carrying, okay? And now you're in a really safe and protected place to let this stuff go. So just know you're safe. God's got you. You're not alone. I feel like everyone is going through something right now. So let's breathe for one more minute. I normally don't talk this much, so eventually I won't talk so much. I just want to make sure everyone gets through that first really big first layer of the session. Let's breathe for one more minute and then we're going to do a speaking process. The first part of the session is not fun. I'm sorry. I know. It's not fun at all. But you're a warrior. You got this. You're doing so good. This is not easy work. You're kicking ass. Okay, so we're coming into the speaking process, and someone just wrote me that they feel a blockage in their right leg. Yes, that's good. So if you're feeling stuff, that's a good thing. That means that you're breathing very deeply and you're doing the best you can, and your body's clearing some stuff. So, for example, I want you to keep breathing while I speak. For example, so the person that has the blockage in their right leg, I want to invite them to send a few deep, loving breaths into their right leg and just kind of open up that blockage. So, for everyone who's on here, wherever you feel the most triggered or activated, I want you to just take a few deep, loving breaths and just kind of open it up. Your body's about to share something with you. I'm going to teach you here in just a minute. And if you came in late to the session, that's okay. Your timing's perfect. It's all divine. Okay, here we go. So everyone take a big deep breath in with me. And know with every breath that you breathe in, like when you reach for that big breath in, you're sending the love and the support that you need for your body to get through. So you're just opening up your body for more love and support in your life. And you can really feel your connection and your knowingness. Okay, another deep breath in. And repeat after me. If the sensations in my body could speak, what they're really trying to say is, and take a big deep breath in. And don't worry, we'll do that again. So the question is, if the sensations in my body could speak, what they're really trying to say is, and then what's the first thing that comes to you? And just speak it out. Just trust the first thing that you see or the first thing that comes to you. And take your time. It's okay. There's plenty of time for you and for this process. Some people write in the chat box what they get. It helps everyone clear. Okay. And now, if some of you can't move your hands right now, I just want, if you just feel stuck, that's okay. I just want to let you know you're totally safe. Everyone on here is safe. The body's just releasing a lot. So the breathing's working if you're feeling really intense sensations in the body. So I want you to do this process with me so it'll help it clear. Okay, everyone, let's invite another deep breath in through the body. And really trust yourself, okay? And repeat after me. If the feelings or sensations in my body could speak, what they really need to say is, and what's the first thing that comes to you? And then keep the breath going. Keep breathing through, even if you're emotional or whatever's going on. Okay? So this is why we want to be really gentle on ourselves. And this is why we do the breathing very gently. Because we're all going through so much right now. Okay, so when you get your answer, take 3 deep breaths in and pull your truth back into your body. And go right back into the breathing. I'm going to ask your body one more question, a different question. Let's get back into that flow. This is the part of the session where you will not want to keep breathing. This is where you want to keep breathing. I know it's hard, okay? I know it can totally suck sometimes. Your body might be so triggered you do not want to keep breathing, and this is where you want to keep going. Maybe take a sip of water. Go use the restroom if you need to. Come back. Just take a minute for yourself and come right back into the breathing, okay? Like, no pressure. Take your time with this. So let's get right back into the breathing. You are loved. You are loved. It's safe to feel loved. It's safe to feel supported. Okay, and just keep breathing while I speak. I want to share with you what some people wrote. Someone wrote, I'm hearing, when you ask if the sensations could speak, they said, you are not hard to love. And they shared they can't stop crying. Someone wrote, my inhales are all staggered. That's okay. So just slow the breath down and just gently open. So you're releasing a lot. You could be releasing grief from the lungs, the chest, pressures. You could, so everyone's releasing something right now. Someone wrote, free me. Yeah. So just open up the freedom from within you. Open up that chest with your breath in. It'll activate freedom. Is twitching normal? Yes, it's very normal. So this is why I share in the beginning, let your body twitch, let it get activated, let it get tingly. That means it's working, it's going to pass. It's just sometimes it's just uncomfortable to feel our stuff that we're holding on to. So now it's releasing. Eric wrote, I can breathe better. Great. Wonderful. And this is the part of the session where you are going to start to be able to breathe a lot easier. So you made it through that first half of the session. That it's hard to get through that first part. And someone wrote, if the feelings or sensations in my body could speak, what it's really wanting to say is, I hear you. Forgive me. You didn't do anything wrong. It's going to be okay. Yeah, beautiful. Wonderful. Okay. We're going to ask the body one more question, and then I'm going to let you keep breathing and I won't talk so much. So let's take 3 deeper breaths down through the body. And again, you want to open up the symptoms, open up the emotions, even if it totally stinks right now and it's not comfortable. Even if you want to murder me right now. Okay, here we go. Big breath in. And repeat after me. If the feelings or sensations in my body could speak, what they're trying to show me is and what's the first thing that comes to you? Find your breath. Your breath is what's going to get you through. The power of your breath is what's going to help support you through this time. Beautiful. And just keep breathing. And I want to share what someone wrote, because this is how powerful breathing is. This is how powerful each and every one of us are. You can just lie down and breathe 10, 15, 20 minutes, and you'll get all the messages you need. No one else. You don't have to get it from outside of you. And so someone wrote, I heard and felt how exhausted of feeling fear. After deep breathing, I released the fear and felt God's love tell me I am enough. Yeah, so beautiful. So when you get the answer, just breathe it in. Pull all that power into you. And if there's any of you on here who are not getting answers, just let me know. It's okay. It takes practice. Most of the people who have been here before, they know. It's like it's a practice. They're used to asking their body questions. So it just takes a moment to get into the flow of it. Okay, let's go right back into the breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Thank you for letting me know that you're not getting answers. I want you to just keep breathing, okay? It's a practice. So don't be hard on yourself. Okay. So what I want you to do is just keep breathing. Actually, for those of you who are not getting the answers, can you tell me what sensations you have in the body? I want you to be really specific. Or even if you feel numb or heavy, let me know. But it's really important for everyone right now. Keep breathing. This is the most important part of the session. Okay. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And as a loving reminder, I want everyone on here to be as gentle as a newborn baby. I want you to be as gentle. I want you to just cradle yourself and hold the space for yourself to just breathe and just rock yourself like a newborn baby. I just want you to be so loving and so kind. Everyone's going through it. Okay. And for those of you who have done this before, just keep the breath going, okay? I'm going to gently speak to those who are not getting the answers quite yet. It'll just take a moment, but everyone keep breathing through this part. Yeah. And crying's a good thing, so just know that. Okay, Irene. So I want you to take a few deep breaths into the tightness in your throat. Open up the tightness. And if you can, since you have the pressure in your head and your ears, so just know, even if you're not getting answers, for those of you on here, if you're feeling all this stuff going on, it's still working. So we don't always have to know the answers, okay? I just do this speaking process so then people don't freak out, and it helps to ease the pressure out off of the body. Okay, so Irene, repeat after me. Take a big deep breath in first. And repeat after me. If the sensations in my head could speak, what they're really trying to release is and then speak the first thing that comes to you. So if the sensations in my head could speak, what they're really trying to say or release is, okay, great, Nicole. Yeah, and sometimes all it takes is just a few deep breaths down through the body. And someone wrote, you are free, but I have a headache forming. Yeah. So now everyone, you can really feel like the body's just doing its thing, like a ping pong machine. Okay. So now you know, like, oh, this is just part of the session. I'm just going to just send some loving breaths, open up the symptoms. I'm not afraid of it anymore. Like, this is the body healing itself. That's how powerful you are. So open up the breath, breathe into your cold feet. Yeah, a lot of people's feet get cold during this part. And imagine warming up your feet. Use the power of your breath, warm your whole body up down into your toes. So I know everyone's releasing right now. Okay. And so someone wrote that they're stuck in their pelvis, heavy there. Hearing I'm not grounded, shoulders carrying too much, crying. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. See, it just takes a little bit of practice. So Melinda, take 3 deep breaths into your hips. Try to open it up, and you almost feel like you do a Kegel. Like breathe so deeply that you almost pulse down there, okay? And I want you to speak this out loud. If you're feeling stuckness in your head, in your pelvis, repeat after me. If the stuckness in my pelvis could speak, what it's really wanting to say is, And then let me know what you get. Maria says, I felt like my answers were halfway, kind of. So something come out, but not clearly. Felt stagnation and bottled up. There we go. Perfect. You're right on track. So take a few deep breaths in, open up the stagnation. Okay. We're not taught to trust ourselves. We're not taught our inner guidance or our intuition. And so, it's like a mind tug of war. So trust your breath, open up the stagnation, open up the bottled stuff. And if any of you feel stagnant, repeat after me. If this stagnation in my body could speak, what it really needs to release is, and then speak the first thing that comes to you. But keep the breath going. It's all about that breath. Keep that breath flowing. Someone writes, my sip of teas tastes better. Yeah, you're going to taste better, see better. You're going to feel amazing. We are nearing the end of the session. So keep that breath cranking. Just like, some of you might get in, your body might just kind of take over and want to breathe harder and faster. So just let your body go, let it breathe however it wants to. But if you can, inhale for 3 seconds. Exhale softly. Inhale for 3 seconds. Exhale softly. You're doing great. This is not easy work. This is for the truthers. This is for people who are really wanting to do the inner work and let some stuff go. This is not for the weak. You are very powerful. Erin writes, I feel a heavy pressure in my chest that makes it hard to focus on the answers. Okay. So again, we don't need to know the answers. Let's just open up the pressure in your chest. Take 3 deeper breaths right into your heart. Just know if you're feeling the body right now, the breath is working. We don't always have to know. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. You're kicking booty. You're doing amazing. You are loved. You are supported. You are beautiful. You are kind. And Erin, if you want to, tap into that pressure and repeat after me. If the heavy pressure in my chest could speak, what it wants me to know is, and then Erin, speak the first thing that comes to you. Nicole writes, feeling like I'm breathing really long, deep, and loud like waves. Yes, absolutely. That's the goal by the end of the session. The goal is to be able to breathe like an ocean wave coming into the shore. Like a really calming wave. So if you want, try to breathe like that with me, everyone. And it's okay if you're not there. Don't beat yourself up. Very soft. I can feel some of you are, really kind of losing it. Let yourself lose it. It's okay. This is the place to do it. Okay. But slow the breath down. If you're losing it, if you're having an anxiety attack, if your arms are cramped, just let your body do its thing. I promise. I'm sorry. You're loved, you're supported. It's all going to be okay. Just let it go. Like, when are you going to let it go? Let it go. It's safe to let go. It's safe to let it all go. Just gently breathe. Beautiful, Katrina. You are so powerful. I love that. Yes, you are enough. Yeah, I want you to breathe. If any of you have pelvic issues, Use the breath, open up your, right in between your hips, okay? Use the breath, send that ocean wave in. And soft, the wave, the tide goes right back out. And the wave comes in. And it goes back out. Yeah. So I want everyone to ease off the pressure. I just want you to just focus on the breathing. Like if it can't get down into your legs or to your toes, that's okay. Just focus on bringing the breath where it can open up. So let's say the breath goes down right into my hips, and that's as far as it goes. So I'm just gonna just open up the breath, open up my chest and my belly, and just see, just kind of play with it. Play with your breathing. See where it opens up, and don't be hard if you can't breathe past your hips. And in a few minutes, just notice if you can open it up a little more down into your hips, down into your legs. Sometimes we have so much locked trauma in the body, the breath just can't get through it until you feel the trauma, until you feel that pain that's stored in there, or the locked energy. So don't put pressure. Ease off. You are safe. Wonderful, Erin. I feel better and the tightness is releasing. Great. Someone wrote, pay attention to me. I'm here. Yeah. And just think, everyone, all the energy and all the love that you give to others, all the hard work you do, this is your session for you. So in the last part of this session that we're coming into, I really want you to take this last chapter and just breathe for you. Take this time. Where does your body need that love and support right now? You're innocent for taking this time for you, for getting clear. You're innocent for letting some stuff go. What if change could be safe? What if it could be safe? What if everything you want is on the other side of that really deep fear? And invite 3 deeper breaths down through the body. You are so beautiful. I want you to feel, I know you can feel your essence. I know you can feel your power, your body, and just feel how beautiful and wonderful you are, and enough. We don't have to try so hard. We can just breathe and just give ourselves a break. I love it. Someone just wrote that they could feel their pineal gland pulsing. Yeah, your third eye is activated, wide open. Yeah, so in this last part of the session, let's ease off the pressure. Let's not try. Let's just give ourselves a break and just enjoy your body. I want you to just enjoy yourself. Enjoy your body, the sensations, whether they feel good or not so good. Just sink into it and take 3 deeper breaths to open up the sensations, the emotions. We don't have to figure it out right now. Just breathe. You don't have to have all the answers right now. Just take it 1 breath at a time. Ease off the pressure. You're doing amazing. Yeah. And if any of you are fidgety right now, just you're releasing. It's okay. It's okay. Try to come back into the breathing. Just let yourself get pissed off. Let yourself get sad. Let yourself feel it. It's clearing. No one said this was going to make you feel good during the session. You're going to feel good after the session. No one wants to go to a gym. I mean, come on. Who really wants to work out? I don't, but I know I feel good after I work out. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, and sometimes people do release a lot of anger during this part, a lot of irritability. Keep breathing through it. Let yourself get pissed off and sad. Just let it come up. Let yourself cry and let yourself scream. That's what this session's for. And some people feel happy and peaceful right now. Everyone's processing something totally different, but you're doing great. You are safe. You are loved. You are protected. I want to let you know that you are heard during this session. I hear you. I see you. I feel you. Big breath in. Yeah. And this is part of the session where you can really start to feel your organs, your liver, your kidneys, whatever, gallbladder, ovaries, genitals, everything's releasing right now. You have warriored through and you're doing an amazing job. And now the body's like, oh, yes, finally, I got enough oxygen in that I can dump this stuff that you can't seem to flush out naturally. So your lymphatic drainage is opened and you are gently detoxing. If you are yawning, that's a good thing. It's just you're releasing and you're relaxing. Keep going. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Excuse me. Sometimes people get burpy, phlegmy during this part of the session. Sometimes people have to go to the bathroom because your organs are detoxing. use the bathroom if you need to, because you don't want to miss this last part. So if you have to use the restroom, now's a good time. Don't, yeah, it won't interrupt the process. Breathe in, breathe out, but come back. This is the most important part. Really, this really is this is the last golden, miraculous part of the session. And you've worked so hard to get here. Okay, here we go. Inhale. Exhale. You are loved. You are safe. You are supported. It's all going to be okay. I'm getting a message coming through right now, so I'm going to share it. Just keep breathing while I speak. So no matter what you're going through in your life, you have the power with each breath that you breathe to activate what you want to see happening next, whether it's your job, family, whatever it might be. If you have to move, everyone's going through some really big changes really fast in their life. Or if you feel stuck, that's okay. Use the breath to open it up, because nothing can see you and nothing can take down that power. When you activate that power from within, what you want to create for your life, nothing can stop you. But you have to hold that frequency high, and the breathing is what's going to keep it activated. Sometimes I do so much breath work that when I go to the stores, the sliding doors don't even open because I'm just holding such a high frequency the best that I can. And people don't even see me. It's crazy. But then when people don't see me, they don't tell me what to do, and it's really nice. And I get to live my life how I want it, and no one's trying to force me to do anything. So activate what you want in your life. You are the creator. God is within you. So take 3 deeper breaths in the body. Yes. So someone is hiccuping. Yeah, it's part of it. Your body's releasing. It'll pass. Take bigger, deep breaths through the hiccups. Just let your body do its thing. Try not to take it personal. Okay. And for this last part of the session, I really want you to try to match my breath. Okay. Breathe right along with me, no matter how hard it gets, or it might be easy for you, but just trust me on this. Follow my breath. You can do it. You got this. You have everything it takes to get through this. And remember, this last part of the session is where people are like, I'm good. I don't need to breathe anymore. There's more in there. Don't leave the session. I promise you, you're going to love yourself if you just stay through this last part. You deserve to feel good and to be free. You deserve freedom. Big breath in, out, inhale, exhale. Breathe through the coldness, breathe through the tingling, breathe through it. Check in with your emotions. What's making you sad? What's making you ticked off? Speak it out loud. Keep the breath going. You are safe. You are loved. You got this. You are so much stronger than you give yourself credit for. Open up your strength, your knowingness, your beauty. Let the pain go. Let that stuff go. You got this. You have all the answers. Everything, breathing is like a genie in a bottle. Once you're clear on what you need right now in your life, God just brings it in right away. Instant manifestation. It just happens. It just flows in. So power through with that breath. Pull in exactly what you need. Is it a hug? Is it connection? Is it money? Whatever it might be. I need you to pull it into your body right now. Do you need to let go of some stuff, but you don't know how? That's okay. Keep breathing. The breath will do it for you. You don't even have to know how. You got this. You're safe. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? God's only going to give you what you can handle. Nothing more, nothing less. You got this. You are strong. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are safe. You are protected. You are loved. You got this. And you can breathe in and out through the nose or the mouth. I can get more oxygen in through the mouth. So if you really want to warrior through this, do it through the mouth. And then you can go back to nose breathing when we're done. But you can breathe however you want. And try it out for yourself. Try breathing in through your nose. I can only get about 30% in. When I breathe through the mouth, I can get way more oxygen in. And if that's what you came here to do. You came in here to blast your body and to blast open your symptoms. Okay, we're going to ask the body a question. Big breath in. And let it go. Repeat after me. what I really, really need to let go of is big breath in and speak it out. What's the first thing that came to you? What did you flash on? I want you to trust your visions, trust your body. If you're not a visual person, what does your body feel like? Work with what you got. We've been closed down for so long. So it takes a minute to open ourselves back up to that connection. Like God's within you. You have all the answers from within. Yeah. So someone wrote, what I really need to let go of is control. Someone wrote anger. Yeah, that's okay. And then gentle. Okay, this part of the session, be really gentle. Your body's still releasing. Yeah, and we all have this. Like we all have stuff. So you're so brave. You're so amazing for showing up and taking this hour for yourself. Okay, everyone, just a few more minutes. And if you're in it, okay, it's okay. If even like there might be a couple of you who just don't get it, and you're like, I just wasted an hour, and you're about to release. So just hang on. I really want you to I really want you to just slow the breath down and really soften your face, soften your muscles. Again, like we shared earlier, that nice ocean tide coming into the shore. So here's the breath. And soft exhale. Yeah, you're going to be really hungry after this. Absolutely. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. And just everyone's going through their own thing. Ease off the pressure. You're doing amazing. And in this last couple minutes, wherever the body is activated, let's send 3 deep breaths and just kind of open up the symptoms, open up the emotions. And repeat after me. If the feelings or sensations in my body could speak, what they're really wanting to say is, and what's the first thing that comes to you? And send 3 deep, loving breaths down through the body. And repeat after me. If the sensations in my body could speak, What it's trying to show me is and speak out the first thing that comes to you. Is it a vision? Is it a thought? Is it a feeling in the body? Just let yourself trust what comes through. Let yourself feel your body. Our body is always trying to talk to us. You know, that gut feeling. I should have listened to myself. It's a practice. Yeah, and someone wrote, it's time to release. Yeah. So invite your powerful breath in. You are so powerful. You can really feel your heart. Feel your essence, your flow. It's so beautiful. It's like magic. There's no drug that feels better than this. And just let yourself feel the body dissolving. Yeah. Your beauty. Let yourself feel your beauty. It's okay to wear women's clothing. Absolutely. You're innocent. With each breath that you breathe, you're innocent. It's time to release. Yeah, I'm just reading comments people are writing in. Absolutely. I want you to trust what comes to you. And that's your truth for you. Everyone's truths are different and they're not going to work for, everyone's truth is different. So I want you to breathe in what works for you and the messages you're getting for yourself. Okay. And there's a really beautiful presence and like a feeling that I have over my body. And I'll probably start crying here in just a minute, but I'm going to gently ease you out of this session, okay? Just gently, but there's no rush. I want you to enjoy this. Now, there are people who are feeling like their heart is just blasted and you just feel like yourself again. Like it's like, wow, I haven't felt like this in a long time. And then there's people who are on here right now who might feel stuck or might not feel good and be like, damn it, that didn't work. And I want you to just keep breathing. If you don't feel good right now, just hang on until it clears. So it might just take like a few more minutes. So for those of you, if you want to keep breathing with me just for a few more minutes, let's do that. Okay, that was a lot of work. You just cleared like a lifetime or lifetimes of stuff. We don't even need to know what it was, or ex-lovers or relationship, whatever it was, whatever you saw. And I want you to just breathe with me just for a few minutes. Yeah, no matter what you're battling right now, if you're in something, yeah, you'll definitely feel tingly. If you're feeling tingly in the hands, repeat after me. If the tingling sensations in my hands could speak, what they're trying to release is and speak the first thing that comes to you. And let's breathe for one more minute, everyone. Beautiful. I love it, Julie. Thank you for sharing. She says, I feel like I cleared out some really old ancestral trauma and fear for me personally, but also for all women. Sent it down to be purified in the center of the earth. Hope we all feel that release. Yeah. Yeah. And again, this is going to take us about 5 to 10 minutes to come out of this. So right now we're just kind of stretching our legs out. We're coming out of it. Everyone, you did amazing. I feel love from everyone. Yeah, me too, Eric. Yeah, you're welcome. I know I'll probably start crying here in just a few minutes. So if any of you would like to share, you can unmute yourself or show your face if you would like. It's always beautiful when other people hear what others experienced or how they're feeling right now. I already know I'm going to start crying. So, and those of you who are still in it, just hang out with me for a few, just hang out. Yeah, the symptoms are subsiding. And if you want, let's ask one more question. Take a big deep breath in and repeat after me. If the feelings or the sensations in my body could speak, what they want me to know is and speak the first thing that comes to you. Thank you everyone for being here. My flare symptoms are subsiding. Beautiful. I feel more relaxed. I have a respiratory virus. This helped to open up the chest and know that I'm going to be okay. Beautiful. Yep, absolutely. It takes me a couple hours to load the video, but I will email all of you the video in the next couple hours. You are more than welcome to send this to friends or family, anyone that you know who would benefit or who would totally love this. If you don't feel good, give it a few tries. Give it a few hours. You're going to feel a lot different in the next few hours.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Nathan.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm actually, thinking about, starting my own business, doing something similar to this. So I definitely got a lot of insight, a lot of ideas from you. So I really appreciate it and had a great experience.
Awesome. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Likewise.
Thanks, Nate. Yeah. And this, again, give yourself, everyone on here, give yourself a few hours. The body, give yourself a few hours, give yourself the next few days. But I'm so glad, Nathan. I love that. That's why I'm obsessed with breath work. It's like you can get clear in 60 minutes. You don't need to hire a psychic. I mean, they're great if you need them, whatever.
And it's not even a practice, it's more of a lifestyle. So once you set those intentions and start being aware, then everything you do is with intentions, whether it's drinking, whether it's eating, whether it comes to healing trauma, whether it comes to manifesting. And that's what I love about it. It's more of a lifestyle, and it's just so fascinating. So I would definitely want to spread that light and knowledge to the world. So thank you very much again.
Yes, please keep in touch. Let me know how you're doing in the next days.
Well, dude, thank you.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Yeah. Okay, if you could mute yourself, sweetie, that'd be great.
Of course. No worries.
Yeah. You're good. Okay. Would anyone else like to share or show your face? Let me know. Thanks, Jimmy. Love you. Hope you had a good session. Oh yeah, Vivian. So the question is, if the feelings or sensations in my body could speak, what it wants me to know is Okay. Anyone else brave enough to share? People are really tender. They can be really tender during this part. Yeah. So tired. Yeah. So I just want you to if you're tired or if you're really tender, just wrap yourself up and just take a few deep breaths in and just love yourself. Okay. Yeah. That's okay if you came in late. I'm gonna email this video here in the next couple hours. Thank you. You truly are gifted. My upper body is buzzing so much. That's where the chronic aching I usually have is. Awesome. Yeah, did it help open up the chronic sensations? Feel like doing yoga now, stretching my whole body. Awesome. This is my second time. The first time I was very blocked, but given where I was in my journey, that made sense. So much happened during this session. I cried, I convulsed. I felt so many things. Awesome. Sorry, I didn't realize that was a direct message. I didn't mean to read that out loud. um, awesome. Yeah. And so that's why it's like, if you don't get it in the first session, try it again. Cause we have so much that the body's carrying. It just takes a minute to kind of crack it open. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it. Would anyone like to unmute themselves? And you might still really be coming out of it. So I'm going to be on here for another, I would say 5 minutes. I just want to make sure everyone is at peace before we go. Thank you, Rachel. And I'm so excited because there is a young woman on this Breathe today. She's 6 years old and she wants to learn how to be a breath worker. And so I get to train her and her family. She wants every child in the world to know about breath work. So I'm just like, oh, what an honor. Absolutely. The sooner I work with kids a lot and I even breathe, I work with babies, start them young, even just like if they're 2 years old and they hurt themselves. If you just teach them like, okay, let's take a few deep breaths in and just breathe into the pain. If you can just teach them that, they have that tool the rest of their life. They know whenever they're hurt, stressed, angry, sad, they can just find their breath, take a few deep breaths in. And I have a 2-year-old nephew and he breathes all over the house and we do like big Superman breaths and it's just the cutest thing. And he's going to know how to breathe properly. And I wish someone would have taught me this when I was a little girl. I was hysterically crying at various points. Yeah. Way to go. Yeah. Yep. I get really emotional too when I breathe. I'm brave, but I'm in bed, so tired. My body said she was frozen and afraid, and I didn't know which way to move. And she was afraid of opening to love. Yeah. Okay, Vivian. So I want you to hang out here for another few minutes and just keep opening up your body and just keep pulling in that love. Some of us have been so traumatized and have been hurt so badly. It's just, we've all been through something. It could just close the body off. And so now your breathing will help to open up that love. And then everywhere you go now after the session, people will be opening up the doors for you and smiling at you. And like all this love will start pouring in. So get ready to receive. I'm so glad you got through that, Vivian. Oh, you're in the UK. Thanks, Dr. Christina.
Thank you, Kimberly, for such a beautiful session.
Oh,
We started with my 6-year-old and then my 1-year-old in the room, and it was me and my husband doing it. And my 6-year-old brought her video camera and she was videoing you doing it. And then, so it's, I think, as important as it is for parents, for us to do it, to show our children. This has been, my husband's had pretty debilitating back pain, and he released all of it in the session. And it was so powerful. But I think one of the most powerful parts of it was watching our kids respond. And my 6-year-old is now out running free outside with her dad. But 1-year-old was so responsive to all of it. So there's really no age limit to this. So we love you lots, and thank you for such a powerful session.
Thank you. I love it. Oh my God, that makes my entire existence.
It's so crazy how when you start breathing, like you have, I've had not like chest pain, but just like energy in my chest. And I kept realizing like, oh my gosh, there's all this exciting things happening that we're working with you with. But at the same time, there's so much self-doubt. And to release that is just like, then I can do God's work as soon as I release. Thank you for guiding us through this.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm so glad your husband's back pain released.
Yes, me too. Thank you.
Do you know around what minute mark it released? Was it like 45 minutes in or so? Like how?
Yeah, right towards the end.
Yeah,
and he got really fidgety. Like he's like, I have to stand up, and I'm like, okay. And he's going room to room, and I'm like, you just gotta breathe. And then it released after he got up.
Yes, that's exactly what happens to me almost every time. And I've been doing this for almost 14 years. I get real fidgety, which means I know the release is coming. I just got to keep that breath going. And so so that's why I shared like, for everyone in the beginning, if you can do the full 60 minutes, because it's in between the 45-minute mark and the 60-minute mark where all the pain goes away. So it's like, how do we get through the mindless and fidgety stuff to get to that point? That's the hardest part, but you guys did amazing. So proud.
It almost feels like your humanness is trying to like hold on so tight, and God is saying, let go.
Yeah.
Thank him.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Cassandra, you've got your hand up. Would you like to unmute yourself?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, let me hear you again.
How about now?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, a little technical difficulties on my end. I'm the one with asthma that chimed in at the beginning and said, breath work is really hard because when you have asthma and your chest is so constricted, it's like the last thing you want to do is also focus on pushing through that. Like just to take a normal breath is hard. So to actually like exercise that is just more difficult, I feel like. But I do these things, I like power through it because on the other side, invariably, like the constrictions release and my asthma symptoms go away, which they never go away.
Absolutely.
It like works better than drugs, steroids, doctors. Like I'll come to this any day. But so that's one thing that happened. But at the end, everyone's saying the end is the best part, the end is the best part. And you were saying that. And the whole time in the middle, when I'm like crying hysterically and having all these breakthroughs, I'm like, how could the end be any better? And then we get to the end, and I just want to tell you what happened. So I've been doing yoga for a number of years, right? Because my asthma is so bad. Like I can't go and be a jogger or a marathoner. Like I have to do really simple things. So yoga is where it's at. And when you're in Shavasana and yoga, you really become more centered and like body focused in those moments for sure. And I've always noticed, like for years now, that like half of my body is more depressed than the other half. Like physically, if you were to look at the planes of the two sides of my body, they're not symmetrical. And I feel like sort of like weirdly, like I have scoliosis or something, like I have curvature in my body when I'm laying on the floor, and I can't explain it to anyone. And my teachers are like, no, you look very fine normally. I'm like, it just feels very off. Okay, so here I am in bed. We get to the end, and all of a sudden, my right side, like the equilibrium comes on, like I feel for the first time ever in those positions where my body's like very straightened out and very much like firing on all cylinders. Everything's full of like breath and air and life and light. I mean, and I'm like weirdly, I don't know, left my body and just sort of like experienced it moving on its own. It's so crazy. Like I've never had that happen.
Yeah, I love it. Beautiful. Way to go. I know these sessions are not easy to get through, and you're going to feel like a new being after. I'm so glad. Are you the one that wrote that you needed to do yoga? And move around, or was that someone else?
No, but that person that wrote that, I totally agree. Like, I'm gonna go do
Yeah.
lots of stuff right now because I feel the energy and like the fire to, have to, I don't know, put it into something. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that too.
Awesome. Well, way to go.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Of course. Of
I really
course.
can't say how much I appreciate it enough.
Oh, thank you, Cassandra. Thanks for trusting me. And yeah, I do these sessions once a month for $10. So, hop on the next one in a month from now.
I feel like the group aspect of this is really helpful. Like, we're all sort of influencing each other.
Mhm.
So the, $10 once a month, is it, several people all together like this?
Yeah, it's just like this. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yep.
I'm
And
on
it's, most of the time you just see and hear me. Everyone's muted. So it's very private still.
Okay.
I don't have to see everyone, but it's nice to see people too.
Okay.
Thanks
again.
Yeah, keep in touch. Are we on Instagram together?
I follow you. I'm pretty private.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know how you're doing in the next few days.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. Before the next person shares, Kelly, I'll have you share next. Someone's still going through something. So if you're still feeling the big release, if you're just like still in it, just keep gently breathing. And like they shared, they feel like a lifetime of hatred. They feel that's what they're feeling right now. And so that you are clearing a lifetime of self-hatred right now, if that's exactly what you expressed. So just keep gently and let yourself release the anger, and just be really, really loving on yourself, and just try to love yourself with each breath you take. Okay, Kelly, you're next. Beautiful. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, let me see. I'll share. Oh, okay.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, I'll share my face too. Hi, everyone. So briefly, at the beginning, when you asked what we were trying to release, I typed in that I'm a fairly new mom. And so that has been bringing up a lot of mother wounds, right? One of them is that I get very triggered by my baby screaming, which she's doing right now. So this morning I got up early, make sure she had everything she needed, and I left her in her crib, and I went downstairs to start this. And of course she was screaming through most of it. And I just wanted to run to get her, right? Because I just can't deal with, the screaming in the background. But no, in the long run, I'm going to be a better mom if I can just, self-regulate. And so anyway, so I did that. Also, right around the 45-minute mark, as you were mentioning, I felt tension just in the back of my head, and I couldn't figure out the why. Maybe it was the screaming, and just holding back from running to get her. And so I started tapping. I typed that in also in the comments, because I started just kind of tapping in my forehead, just trying to release that, and then into my chest, and then to my abdomen, and all around my abdomen. And I started tapping in my liver area, which we all know that's where anger and resentment and all that is held. Oh my goodness, like the tears just started going down my face. I didn't even feel like crying this morning, but it just started rolling. And it felt so good. And I'll throw in that I'm also doing a parasite cleanse, because I do know that I have liver flukes. So a lot of you might be aware of that from your own post, Kimberly. Yeah. So I am in the middle of that. And as I've been doing that for almost about a month, I've been very tense, and emotions up and down, and being impatient. And of course, it's all those emotions being released in different ways. So yeah, so I just wanted to share how it all kind of, came full circle. And
awesome.
Yeah, towards the end, I was, after I typed that in, I went and I grabbed her and I put her on my chest and, kind of finished it out. She was just kind of looking at me like, what are we doing here? But yeah, so I have to go get her.
Way to go. Are you a new mama?
I am actually. I mentioned it one of the last times that I joined one of your meetings, one of your sessions, must have been around March, April. I'm a foster mama. And I had lost my first placement then. I had to return them. So that session obviously helped me just kind of release that and, whatever feelings that was bringing up.
Oh,
And then, you know, I had a new placement, and she's actually going to be staying with me. So we're in the process of adopting. So
wonderful. I'm so glad. So yeah, that's been like 4 or 5 months, maybe. I don't know how long it's been
yeah,
since
it's been
we
a little
talked.
while. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm so glad. Well, you're glowing. I don't know if you took a before and after picture, but take a picture after breath work.
Okay, I will.
Thank you so much for
Thank you,
sharing, and
guys.
way to go on your parasite cleanse.
I'm about to go take, you know, my morning dose because right now that the liver, you know, just released a little. I want to go take
Yeah,
some.
yeah. Way to go. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you,
And
guys. All
and we'll
right.
talk soon. Thank
right.
you. Okay, Eric, I saw you. Did you still want to did you still want to share? Your hand was up. Are you still here? Would anyone else like to share? Let me see who was still releasing. Melinda, how you doing, beautiful? Are you through that? I just want to check in. Again, some people have really good sessions. Some people just they see a lifetime of stuff, and it's just, you know, it's hard to release that. But so you want to give breath work 2 or 3 tries. There's just something about doing breath work three full sessions. Yeah, that's okay. Still crying? Yeah, just be really tender. There's no rush. Take as much time as you need. Thank you, Dr. Christina. You're so sweet. LA, last night I couldn't sleep. That's why I came late. I felt alone and a lot on my mind. I deal with anxiety thoughts in my mind. Yeah. Okay, that's all right. Again, you can do this session here in the next couple hours if you need to. All right. Is there anyone else who would like to share? And don't forget to take your before and after pictures. Once you feel better, once you're out of the session, send them to me. Awesome. Thank you so much. Beautiful session. And I will be back for more. Thanks, Lori. And I wish people's Instagram names were their screen or on their screen, because I know everyone through Instagram, but I don't know everyone's like full names. So sometimes if I don't seem like I know ya, it's because anyway, blah blah blah. Okay. Melinda, you take a few deep breaths in through the body, and repeat after me. If the feelings or sensations in my body could speak, what they want me to know is, and speak the first thing that comes to you. Okay, I'm gonna get off here in just a couple minutes and upload this. Again, everyone, just notice your body over the next few days. If you don't feel anything or notice a difference from an hour ago, you will notice it over the next few days. So, excuse me. Is there anyone else who's brave enough to share? Even if you're not doing good, you know, like this is the time and the space to just speak out how you're really doing. Maybe you just need someone to hear you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. That's what the breath is for. The breath will show you what to do. It'll guide you. Breath is life. I heard you are lovable. Yeah. Yeah, Melinda. So breathe that in. Breathe in and just receive it. Just like let your body go and just let yourself love yourself. Let yourself, through the breath, use your breath, pull it in. You know, a lot of us have been abused. We've just been through horrible experiences. And now we can use the breath to really pull in what we need and love ourselves through. All you need is you. And that connection. So your body is definitely opening up. Your heart's being blasted open and your body is receiving love. And the way I feel, when I breathe, I feel like God's breathing into me. And it feels so good. There's no better drug. That's why I'm sober now. So, okay. And just take 3 deep breaths to complete. And we are all done. Oh, people want to share. Okay, here we go. Martha, you can unmute yourself, Martha. Hi, beautiful.
Hi. I just wanted to thank you for such a great experience. I've done it in the past, never in a group setting, and it was really, I felt like I released a lot. There was towards the end, probably 45 minutes, like you said, I had like a really, really bad pain in my chest, in my left side, which I think is my heart. I don't know. And I could just feel like movement, like something wanted to come out. And you kept saying, just stick to your breath, just keep breathing. And I just kept breathing. And yeah, I finally subsided, but it was really powerful. And I definitely feel lighter. I cried a couple times too. And thank you. Thank you for what you do. This is really, really powerful.
Thank you, Martha. I'm glad you made it through the session.
Yes, me too.
So
thank
great.
you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here and thanks for sharing. Okay. Would anyone else like to share? You can just unmute yourself if you'd like to share. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat. Okay. Thank you so much for being here during this time on this planet. You're God's angels, earth angels. So did I hear someone unmute? Maybe not. Okay. All right, everyone. All my love. I'll be sending this video here in a couple hours and I have breathwork downloads. I do sessions, one-on-one sessions are even more powerful than that. Just, it's all about you for about 2 hours. It's a 2-hour session. It's so powerful. So thank you so much. I released most of it because the clocks changed. Okay. Yeah. Let me know, Dr. Christina. Let me know how it goes when you do the recording. Thank you so much. Okay. And thanks to everyone for trusting me and being here. Please tell people about breathwork. Like, let's get this out to the world. Melinda, I know you are releasing something big, so I just want to make sure you're okay, Melinda, before we go. That was a big one. You can write in the chat if you want. Just want to make sure. So Melinda, so what happens when people, they do these sessions, if your heart hasn't been open in a long time, you can feel really tender. Like I got a private session in 2 weeks ago with my breathwork therapist, and I felt amazing and good afterwards. But I think like 7 hours after the session, I was crying my eyes out. I had so much childhood pain and resentment released from my body. And so I was my body and my heart were tender for like 3 days. And not everyone's going to be tender after this session. It's just that's just how deep that I went. So if you are tender over the next few days, if you're tender, just wrap yourself up like a newborn baby and just be really, really loving. Did someone else want to share? Maria, did you want to share? Yeah. So, Melinda, you can turn on your side. Like 1 hour of breathing is enough. You don't have to keep it going. Like you are blasted, girlfriend. And just wrap yourself up. I just want to share the gratitude for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. And please let me know how you're all doing. Like send me a private message on Instagram and let me know how you're doing. I love hearing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So y'all did amazing. So proud of you. Okay, keep in touch with me. I'm gonna upload this video. All my love and support. Melinda, I just want to make sure you're okay. So Melinda, tell me what's going on in your body real quick. I know that you're still crying. It's good. Crying's a good thing. So just know that. Like you are safe, you are loved, you are supported. I don't want to close this session until I know like you're like, okay, I'll be okay. Like you should. Okay, I'm okay. Just very sad. Fingers sort of numb. I'll be okay. Okay. Well, are you open to doing a little process with me? You don't have to unmute yourself. So I want you to just close your eyes and take a few deep breaths into that sadness. Like, so you just did so much work. You're cracked open. So we want to let the body know that it's safe and that it is going to be okay. Thanks, Irene. Okay, so just send a few deep breaths in and repeat after me. The real reason why I'm sad is because the real reason I'm sad is because, and then I want you to just speak it out, like everything. Just speak it all out of the body. You know, what's making you sad? All the layers, just get it out. It's all about that breath. The breath's going to do all the work for you. So breathe in, breathe out, inhale, exhale. Oh, okay. LA, Deleuze, and just keep gently breathing through the body, okay? And just send yourself some love with each breath you take. Yeah. And I want you to know that, Deleuze, I want you to know that you are perfect just the way you are, that you came here to be you and no one else. And I want you to breathe in your innocence. You know, it was my first breathwork session that a woman told me that I was innocent. And my whole life I was raised with nuns, and I was never taught that I was innocent. I was always taught that I was separate and I was a sinner and that God was going to punish me, and just all this, I wasn't worthy. And so when I heard this woman, she looked me in my eyes and she's like, "You're innocent." And I breathed that in. It was just so emotional. No one had ever taught me or told me I was ever innocent. I was always confessing my sins to a priest. So I want you to really breathe in your beauty and your essence and who you are. You can feel it right down your spine. And just, you're innocent for dressing however you want to dress. You're innocent for just expressing yourself, and breathe that in. Melinda, let me know how you're doing. Let me know what comes through, and it's okay if you're still crying. Did you want to share, Dr. Christina? And you can use the breath to open up the sadness. It'll open it up, and it's on its way out. So that's the good thing. Okay, Melinda, and let me know how you're doing now since you spoke some stuff out. Are you falling asleep? I wonder, I have this feeling like someone's falling asleep, like really deep. So maybe you released. Okay. The reason I'm still sad is I'm not loved, seen, heard, wanted, bad. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Did you have a traumatic birth by chance? Did your parents, did they not want you? Were you planned, wanted, not wanted? You know, this can unlock some really deep stuff from birth. Separation. It's just, it goes so deep. So what I want you to do, Melinda, okay, they didn't want me. Mom said she never bonded with me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's really, really big, and it's really deep. So I want you to just take 3 deep breaths into your body. And all of our births are perfect. It's exactly how we came in. So now we have to find the strength from within to love ourselves, to hear ourselves, to see ourselves. So that's why this breathing is so powerful, because we can't get it from mommy. We can't get it from daddy. We can't get it from anyone else. Everyone else will act out our stuff. But so you're going to use the breath, even though it's so sad and so triggering. You're going to you're using this tool now, how to just find your breath and be open and willing to love yourself. Pull the love back in. So a lot of us operate out here, and now you're going to use your breath to bring yourself back into you so you can hear yourself, see yourself, feel yourself. Okay. And it's deep. I know that you're releasing a lot, Melinda. Oh, thanks, Dr. Christina. Excuse me. Yeah, so use your breath to bond with you. And Melinda, repeat after me. Take a deep breath into your hands. Repeat after me. If the sensation in my fingers could speak, what they need to release is So anyone who's on here, you describe the sensation in the body, and then you ask it what it's trying to say. So if you have like stomach pain, you just take a deep breath into the stomach pain and you say, if the pain in my stomach could speak, what it's trying to say is, or what it's trying to release is. And then you can, it's a practice, but you can feel your body, you can feel what your body wants to release. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Melinda says, stop holding on so tight. Yeah. So take 3 deep breaths and let yourself go. Let it go. It's safe to let it go. Okay. All right, everyone's done a lot of work today. So Maya says, I'm feeling peaceful after the session, but I've struggled a lot with feeling unloved, unworthy. So this has helped for me too. You're not alone, Melinda. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I just released a whole birth series. If you look on my Instagram through my feed. So if you can find out, that's what this type of breath work is actually, it revolves around, but not everyone wants to go that deep. So I just show them like 5 minutes of breathing here or there. But this type of breath work, it's called rebirthing breath work. And it takes you back to your birth trauma. It takes you, but it's so deep. Not everyone wants to go that far back. And it's very triggering. So throughout my feed, you can find your birth. If there was miscarriages or abortions before you came in, if they were, or if they were thinking about aborting you, that all plays in with thoughts and I don't want to be here and they're out to get me, support's not safe. It goes so deep. I don't want to open up another can of worms. But down through my feed, you can listen to some of those videos. If you were planned, not planned, if they wanted you to be the opposite sex, C-section, forceps. I'm about to release breech in the next few days, separation anxiety, all that stuff. This can activate that from that far back in the body. And yeah, so your mom said you came very fast. Yeah, so you had a fast birth. So yeah, so it's all there on my feeds. So it's really interesting. But the reason why we go back to the birth is to help clear those really deep thoughts of I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm not enough. Yeah, I wish I was born a woman. Yeah, and yeah, I thought, I'm clearly a woman, but I thought I was a boy until I was like 13. I would steal my brother's clothes. I have a vagina, but I thought I was a boy. I was such a tomboy. And my parents and the doctor, they told my parents I was going to be a boy. And I've been a man many lives. I can do anything a guy can do. But this life, I came in as a girl and I was actually pretty pissed off. I resisted it for a long time. But my parents thought they were having a boy. So I had a lot of confusion around my sexuality as a child with clothes. I always wore boy clothes. And then at 13, that changed for me. Someone's like, is that a boy or a girl? And they were really girly. And at 13, I wanted to be really girly then. I was like, oh, I guess I'm a girl. So I want to start wearing skirts and stuff. And so when someone said that, then I started dressing like a girl. But I always felt disappointed as a girl because, they really wanted a boy. They already had 2 other girls, a third girl, great. But so the breath work has really helped me to just embrace myself and who I am and what I came here to do. And it's helped me with my worthiness, and I would overcompensate for not feeling wanted as a woman. There's so many layers to it. I are they teaching this in college? I don't know, but I was trained by a woman who's been studying people's births for over 50 years. I got to learn from her. So I have a ton of information about birth stuff. So check out my Instagram feed. It's really cool to go over. I was so comfortable with my skin head, but my mom hated it. What do you mean by that? Yeah, and that's okay. Okay, I could talk for days. So I think everyone's okay. Oh, you shaved your head? Oh, good for you. I shaved my head too. I shaved it for 6 years. Yeah, you go, girl. Yeah, it's so awesome. I couldn't tell. I can tell now on the photo that you have your head shaved. Oh God, I'm so jealous. I want to shave my head every day. It's been a long time since I shaved my head. It's the best feeling. It's so freeing. And they said the world is coming to an end when women start shaving their heads. And here we are. The matrix is crumbling. The world is that world is crumbling. Okay. I'm so glad, Melinda. I'm glad you're okay. So, again, just give yourself the next few days, go eat some yummy fruit, go eat some good foods, drink some water, just be really loving on yourself. Like you said, you said earlier, I feel like I'm releasing a lifetime of stuff, and you did just release a lifetime of stuff. So, and Dr. Chris, you are rocking the shaved head, girlfriend. Like, oh my gosh, it's so freeing. It takes you out of your ego when you have your head shaved. I miss it. I mean, I'm this close to shaving my head. I might do it soon. Who knows? Anyway, okay, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me and trusting me. Please tell your friends, share. Thank you for sharing, liking, commenting, everything. I'll be posting in the next few days when the next group session will be. Definitely right before Christmas. And all my love and support. We're all in this on this planet Earth together. So let's make it a good one. Okay, I'm going to end the session. All my love.